Hello, this is Last Case, the Disappearance of Amanda Kane. Let's get it started.
Jack stood at the window holding on to a glass of bourbon when the phone rang.
Okay, so it's ringing. This game looks interesting. So
He hesitated for a moment, choked down the rest of his drink, and went over to
choke
the
it
desk.
down.
Some rich guy
Am I
was
a
looking
moose?
for his runaway daughter. The money was good, and Jack sure as hell didn't have the luxury of being picky these days.
So I'm in a
caller
motel?
didn't leave him a lot of information to go on. He quickly wrote down two names: Amanda Kane, the daughter, and the Pink Flamingo, some shady bar somewhere in New Harbor. The Pink Flamingo was Jack's best bet, but he had to find out the exact address.
Why the Pink Flamingo?
Jack wasn't ready to leave yet. He needed the Pink Flamingo's address and some personal protection, just in case.
Do I look in here?
Jack opened the drawer and picked up his gun.
Oh,
His old companion felt heavier than usual. He pulled the slide back and let it snap back into place.
Books?
Jack took the phone book from the shelf. The Pink Flamingo was down in East Village.
East
Definitely
Village.
not the right neighborhood for a young girl, he thought.
No, I
It
wouldn't.
was time to give this classy joint a visit.
You just said it was a rundown bar.
Jack opened the door and stepped out of his office. Next stop, the Pink Flamingo.
The Pink Flamingo. So this is like
The
a...
streets were quiet. Maybe it was the calm before the storm. Jack was soon to find out.
This is like an old detective-y kind of game. Okay, got some nice little jails.
The place reeked of cigarettes and cheap liquor. Not a place for pink flamingos. Maybe the owner was a bird lover, Jack thought.
Maybe.
Two guys were sitting in a corner having a heated discussion about last night's game.
Okay.
Another was passed out on one of the tables.
Oh, okay.
He took a seat at the bar and ordered a bourbon.
Yes,
The
bourbon.
effect of the last one was slowly wearing off.
You were drinking and driving. Do I talk to this guy?
The barman was a scrawny-looking fella.
You all
When
look
Jack
scrawny.
asked him about Amanda, he just looked at him and kept on wiping the bar.
What?
The barman was a scrawny-looking
Oh, no,
fella.
I know.
When Jack asked him about Amanda, he just looked at him and kept on wiping the bar. There is no such thing as free information. Jack dropped a 20 in the tip jar.
A
The
$20 bill?
bartender just pointed at the back door and told Jack to talk to a guy named Samiri. Jack went to the back door and the barman busted the door open. It was never a good sign having to leave a bar through the back door.
No, it's not. No, why would it ever be like a good idea to do that? Samiri. Yeah, look at the wall, it's all cracked. Is that a dead person?
Samiri was fixing an old van
Oh,
that
he's
was parked
fixing
in
it.
an alley behind the Pink Flamingo. Jack shouted his name, but received no response. Samiri couldn't hear him over the loud music that was coming from the van's radio. Jack went over and turned the music off. Samiri came out under the van, told Jack to peace off, and went back under. A little annoyed, Jack made another attempt to start the conversation. Once again, Samiri turned him down and told him to fuck off. A little annoyed, Jack made
Oh,
another
shit.
attempt to start the conversation. Once again, Samiri turned him down and told him to fuck off. Jack was tired of playing games. He kicked the van as hard as he could. The jacklifter holding up the van almost jumped out of place. He now had Samiri's full attention. He came out under the van, this time with a pipe in his hand. He was screaming something about drugs and a payment for a guy named Fuentes.
Interesting.
Jack raised his gun and asked Samiri to be so kind as to put the pipe down. He made clear that he wasn't there because of Mr. Fuentes. After a, for the most part, polite conversation, Jack had all the information he needed. People become really chatty as soon as someone holds a gun to their face.
Yeah,
Jack
I would
was
too.
there and went back to his car.
I would too. I would.
Amanda and her boyfriend Trevor were on the run from her father. They had cleared out one of his accounts and had taken off.
Cleared it
He
out?
now had the address of the Lovebirds' hideout, a cabin outside the city. He knew the area quite well. He and Mary went down to Lake Monte a lot before they divorced.
What the hell?
Jack had left the car at the road and
It's all
was slowly
pixelated, I
making
like
his
it.
way to the cabin. The moon was much brighter than in the city, he thought. The lights in the cabin were out. Nobody seemed to be home.
The door's up its hinges. I wouldn't think anybody would be home either.
Jack went inside to take a closer look. The power was out, and it was too dark for Jack to see anything. He needed to fix the lights somehow. Jack once again stepped out into the night.
Fuse box, there it is.
The fuse box was completely fried.
Oh,
Under it, Jack found a flashlight that seemed to be working.
why is it underneath? What the hell?
Jack went inside to take a closer look.
There you go.
Jack was looking around the cabin.
Now it's all spooky.
It became clear to him that they must have left in a hurry. Maybe Samiri had tipped them off. A strange green light was coming through the windows.
What?
Most of the furniture started to float in mid-air.
What?
Jack reached for his gun and ran outside.
What?
Jack couldn't hear a sound.
What?
The green light was pulling him,
What?
lifting him up into the air.
Aliens.
He was floating over the cabin when he lost consciousness.
What? 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 I have so many questions. I have so many questions. Okay. Okay. Alright. If you enjoyed the video, you'll like it, I guess. You can go get this game at Game Jolt if you want to play it yourself and try and figure out what just happened, because I have no idea. Okay, aliens. What? Okay, okay. I'll see you guys later. What the hell just happened?